Our third contest this afternoon is James McKay. James is from Westgate High School. I was almost ready to say Churchill there, but I knew I had that wrong. From Westgate High School. And we thank James for his business idea, Fine Edge Courier, and he'll make a presentation here this afternoon. So judges, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. There you go, James.
All right, thank you. All right. Hello, I'm James McKay. My business is Fine Edge Courier. It's a courier service based in Thunder Bay that specializes in delivering documents for law offices. So, why should you invest in me? Well, last year I spent 6 weeks working as a legal secretary at Watkins Law, so I'm somewhat familiar with law offices' need for speedy document delivery. I am a reliable and dependable member of my school community. I'm one of 8 youth mental health and addictions champions at Westgate. Our community's goal is to educate the school population about mental health and addictions and to provide information about programs that can help them. In 2013, I initiated the first ever Westgate Guitar Club. And last week, I took part in Enterprise Olympics, where my business plan, presented by me and 4 other members of my team, won first place. School and my academic career are very important to me. So, for the past 3 years, I've been on Westgate's honor roll with a 90% overall average. And finally, I have my own vehicle, generously donated to me by my grandfather for the aforementioned honor roll. Hopefully these points show that I'm a reliable person with initiative and a good investment for the $1,500 startup I require. What makes legal secretaries unhappy? Well, apparently it's putting too much sugar in their coffee, even though it's your first day. But they also don't like waiting a long time for pickup requests and ordering it over the phone because it's slow. And if the courier is busy, you have to leave a message or call back later. My courier, so you might not get the confirmation that they're coming. They also don't like waiting a long time for the pickup to occur, and again for the actual delivery. Fine Edge Courier provides simple, game-changing solutions to these problems. I will be accepting pickup requests over text messages, which is unique to Fine Edge Courier. Currently, other couriers accept pickup requests by phone, or some of the larger courier franchises may even have a web page form you can fill out, like they did in the 90s. I will be the only courier service that deals exclusively with law offices. This means that I will be quicker to respond because I'm not busy waiting in line for a food order pickup. My customers are active civil and criminal law firms with a high demand of document transportation. Watkins Law is an average active law firm with 5 court filing orders and 5 bank deliveries per week. At $11.50 per delivery, this is $115 per week per client. According to CanPages, the Canadian Business Listing Directory, there are over 80 active law offices in the city of Thunder Bay. Last year, I approached 16 of these offices while performing a 1-week trial run of this business. I let them know that I would only be performing my services for 1 week, after which time they would have to go back to their other non-dedicated couriers. 2 of the law offices I approached accepted and became clients, but I still occasionally receive calls from some of the other law firms I visited. As a fraction, that's 1/8 of the law offices I visited that became clients. My goal for this summer is smaller. I plan on getting 1/10 of the market share, which is 8 clients or 80 deliveries per week. This is my goal for success. My business will not require headquarters to operate since most of the work is done in my vehicle. My home address will be used for anything that needs to be mailed to me or that requires an address. The business operation is straightforward. As the only employee, I will receive pickup requests over my phone by voice or text. I will then visit multiple law offices and do the pickups, and then record each pickup in my logbook. Documents that require filing with the courts are taken to the Thunder Bay Courthouse, where I'm able to process and file these myself. I'm comfortable doing so. I can make this process easier by applying for a security pass to move more quickly through the security checkpoints. Documents that are to be delivered and filed with banks are taken directly to the teller, who will then process and file the documents internally. To market Fine Edge Courier, I plan to personally visit and pitch to each law office in the city of Thunder Bay. I can reach my goal of 8 clients by using what I learned last year to improve my sales pitch and refine my service. My sales pitch will focus on the aspects of my business that make it unique from other couriers. I am the only courier company that is solely dedicated to handling documents from law offices. This means that I will always be available within the hour because I am not wasting time trying to deliver a package to someone who's not home. This addresses the chief complaint I heard about couriers while I was a legal secretary, that the delivery takes too long. Fine Edge Courier is the only courier company that will accept pickup requests via text messaging. Legal secretaries are busy, so the simplicity of sending a text message that says pick up at name law firm here will be appealing. Text messaging only takes a moment and creates a documented record of the exact time that the request was sent. Lastly, I will also present a brochure explaining my services, a pad of order forms, and a business card. Currently, couriers use loose sheets of paper that must be photocopied as their order forms. By providing a pad of order forms, I eliminate the hassle of storing them while providing an easily accessible option. This will make it easier for law offices to request orders from us because the order pads are conveniently at their fingertips. There are 4 main risks to Fine Edge Courier's success: too few customers, too many orders, vehicle problems, and cell phone problems. I have a plan for dealing with each of these issues. Fine Edge Courier only requires 4 clients to be profitable. If there are less than 4 customers, I will step up my marketing by reapproaching prospects and showing letters of referral from my currently satisfied clients. If that still does not work, I can branch out and take clients that are not law offices. This would change my business from a dedicated legal courier to just a courier, but increase my potential client base. If there are too many orders for me to handle in a timely manner, I can contact my existing clients to prioritize the deliveries, or if that is still a problem, I can contact other couriers to handle the overflow. I will have commercial insurance on my vehicle to ensure minimum risk, and if my vehicle is completely out of service, I have 2 additional vehicles that I can use. Both my mother and my father have agreed to let me use their vehicles if necessary. If my cell phone becomes unusable, I am comfortable replacing it and can do so within 2 hours. There are loaner phones available at the Bell Service Center that retain contact information. According to CanPages, there are 16 courier services in the city of Thunder Bay. One of these services is Roach's Yellow Taxi, which is clearly unusable as a legal courier. 3 of these couriers are used for document delivery. Of these couriers, FedEx and Purolator are used for intercity deliveries. Perry is currently the best suited courier for handling legal documents. However, he has a broad spectrum of services and accepts many different packages from many different people and organizations. Because of this, he's often juggling his schedule, which leaves the law offices waiting much longer than they would like for a pickup. He charges $10 plus tax per pickup. He provides an invoice sheet that clients have to photocopy, and he advertises by word of mouth. Now, I cannot compete with FedEx or Purolator on brand recognition because they are too big and too well known. But this does not matter because my plan is to create a specialized market that doesn't exist yet. This means that Fine Edge Courier will be the only legal dedicated courier in the city of Thunder Bay, leading the way for every courier service that follows. The main risk I feel this business poses to third-party individuals comes from driving accidents. To address this, I will have commercial insurance placed on my vehicle to ensure minimum risk. I have also taken a driver safety course to improve road safety. Another prominent risk this poses to my client is improper filing of court documents, which could lead to fines, public embarrassment, or being held in contempt of the court. To address this, as I have been a legal secretary, I understand the risk this poses to my clients, and I take it very seriously. If I find myself in a situation where I'm unable to deliver necessary documents in a timely manner, I will contract the order out to another courier service to ensure completion. Here, I have broken down the startup costs into the major categories: advertising, equipment, supplies, insurance, and other. I have no idea why the numbers are like that. In advertising, the startup costs are for the business cards, brochures, and order pads. The order pads can be ordered online at vistaprint.com for $4.40 each if you order them in bulk. Equipment costs cover vehicle fuel, cell phone, messenger bag, and for the cell phone plan for 2 months in case sales are low. These things are necessary to run the business. Supplies cover the logbook, pens, and all the invoices. The insurance costs are for the commercial insurance that must be placed on my vehicle. Other startup costs are attributed to parking costs and a business registration. There's supposed to be a chart there. I guess the format didn't cover it over. Sorry. No, that wasn't supposed to be there. But this slide was supposed to have a chart that showed you my projected revenue. My projected revenue is based on having 8 clients every week except the first week of operations. The first week, I assume only 4 clients. I have included the Enter the Den prize award that I plan on winning to help with the costs. The owner cash contribution is the amount of money that I put forth to cover the cell phone plan and vehicle fuel not covered by the summer company grant. As you can see, this totaled $9,186 by the end of the summer, which is high, but I believe to be realistic and attainable. By the end of the summer, the expenditures will be $2,000. The bulk of this is vehicle insurance. In the final profit/loss, I show personal drawings of $3,630, which is minimum wage, leaving the final profit for the summer at $6,851. There are predictions of high profit on the previous slide, but the actual expenditures for the business for 3 months is $2,000. In order to break even, Fine Edge Courier only requires 2 clients or 23 deliveries per week of operation. Thank you for the opportunity to present my business idea. As you can see, Fine Edge Courier is a low-risk, low-cost, high-profit concept that will soon be copied by other couriers, but this will forever leave them in second place. So I hope you consider me a strong contender for the Enter the Den award. Thank you.
Questions? Comments?
Sure. Great enthusiasm, James. I just wanted to ask a couple quick questions. The insurance quote there for $920, over what time frame is it? Is it just for the summer months for the vehicle, or?
It is for the months of July, August, and September. So it's for the 3 months of operation.
Okay. Okay. And secondly, I appreciate your choice of cell phone usage to differentiate yourself from your competition. I think that's definitely very noteworthy. However, kudos to you as well for acknowledging that as a potential risk, in the sense that you're limiting yourself to basically wherever there's cell phone coverage. What is your backup plan in the event of, a lot of us here probably use T-Baytel. T-Baytel is notorious for drop calls and service outages. Do you have a backup email address? Would you be keen on getting a website, as just as a bit of a backup if you can't be reached by your cell phone?
I would not be using a website. I would be on the road, and like that I probably wouldn't cover that. But I would be comfortable using my email address to also have a backup.
Okay.
So, good job, really good job.
Thank you.
I think you kind of looking, so the only expense you have listed on here is the expense related to the insurance of your vehicle. But vehicles have other expenses, right?
There was supposed to be an included graph that showed vehicle maintenance for $50 in case a tire blows or there's insurance. An oil change and stuff like that. It does cover all the supplies and equipment that I would use. It covers the cell phone plan, the fuel.
Yeah.
It covers all those things.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to actually speak with an attorney while I was reading your business plan.
Okay.
Viable business.
Awesome.
That's something that can actually happen. That's a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet. So you just covered just about everything, and I don't have a comment or a question other than bravo. That was fantastic.
Thank you. That's my goal.
I too, I agree with everybody and all the comments made so far. And it was a really great presentation. My question is, because you are handling legal documents, do you have to sign a contract with the law firms and that sort of thing? Like how does that work?
While I was working as a legal secretary, I asked the same question to our legal courier. He was not covered by insurance, and he didn't have to sign a contract. There is an insurance option available. I forget what it's called, but
Commercial liability for the documents.
yeah.
Yeah, but a bonding?
Yep,
kind
that's
of
what it was.
bonding,
It was
yeah.
bonding, but he wasn't bonded, so he didn't need to be bonded to handle legal documents.
Okay.
I think you presented yourself really well. Like I heard you talking, I heard Royden try to help you not be nervous, and you presented yourself really well. You really did. And what I liked about your presentation was many things, but you really presented to us as judges. You made eye contact with all of us, so you presented yourself really well. And I don't think there's a detail that you left unthought about. Like you thought about the risk, and as I read your submission, I really appreciated your attention to detail. So talking about how you addressed, and we call it contingency planning. So, you know, if your vehicle broke down, you have a couple other backup plans, or if your phone, something happened, you have a couple backup plans. So there's really nothing, I don't think you really thought about, which I think is great. I did also have the question about the insurance and the confidentiality, because if I were a client, you know, the confidentiality would be a significant concern for me as a client, but it seems like that's addressed, so it seemed like you've addressed that as well. So I thought this is a great idea. You presented yourself very well, and it sounds like you've done your market research, and the clients are there, and it sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
You did very well.
And I like your tie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Proud of it. Thank you, Judge.
Great.
Thank you.